Deep in the countryside, far from prying eyes, lies a secret. Hidden by time and tangled overgrowth, a forgotten estate sits in silent decay. Join us as we journey into the heart of the unknown. The mansion, once a symbol of prosperity, now stands as a haunting reminder of time's relentless march. Nature has slowly begun to reclaim what was once hers, with vines snaking up the walls and moss creeping across the decaying stone. This is where we begin our exploration, where we peel back the layers of time and neglect to uncover the truth. The mansion isn't easy to find. It hides, tucked away at the end of an overgrown path that winds its way through a dense forest. And there it stands, the vanishing mansion in all its dilapidated glory. The mansion is an imposing structure, built in an era when architects designed with an eye for grandeur and permanence. The years have taken their toll, however. It is as if the mansion itself is holding its breath, waiting for someone or something to break the spell. Time and neglect have taken their toll on the once grand estate. Nature, relentless in its advance, has begun to reclaim what was taken from it. Despite the decay, there is a strange beauty to be found in this slow surrender to nature. A broken window on the ground floor offers a glimpse into the mansion's interior. The air inside is stale and heavy, thick with the scent of dust, decay, and something else. Something indefinable that sends a shiver down your spine. It is a place frozen in time, a testament to the fleeting nature of existence and the enduring power of the unknown. The mansion's front doors are a monument to a bygone era of craftsmanship and grandeur. As you reach out and slowly push open one of the doors, a low groan echoes through the silence, the sound of wood protesting after decades of stillness. The mansion, it seems, is holding its breath, waiting to see what you will uncover. The grand foyer is a breathtaking spectacle of decaying opulence. A sweeping double helix staircase dominates the center of the foyer, its polished marble steps now cracked and chipped with age. Yet even in their decayed state, these murals hint at the grandeur and sophistication that once permeated this forgotten mansion. The air inside the mansion is heavy with the weight of time and the ghosts of memories. Each room you enter, each hallway you explore, deepens the mystery of the vanishing mansion. Who were the people who once called this place home? What were their stories? And what could have possibly led to their sudden and unexplained disappearance? Venturing further into the mansion's depths, we step into a grand sitting room. The room, though shrouded in silence now, whispers of a livelier past, hinting at gatherings and celebrations long gone. The silence, however, is the most deafening presence in the room. The mansion's formal dining room paints a picture of a life abruptly halted, frozen in time. A long mahogany dining table stretches across the room, its surface still set for a grand meal, as if awaiting guests who will never arrive. The mansion, it seems, is destined to remain forever trapped in this unsettled testament to a life interrupted. Descending deeper into the mansion's heart, we discover a hidden treasure trove, the wine cellar. Coolly tucked away beneath the grand dining room, this subterranean chamber speaks of indulgence and refined tastes, offering a glimpse into the lavish lifestyle once lived within these walls. Rows upon rows of dusty wine bottles line the walls, their labels barely visible beneath years of accumulated grime. Each bottle represents a vintage long gone, a missed opportunity to savor the fruits of a bygone harvest. The air is thick with the musty aroma of aging grapes and damp earth, a heady perfume that speaks of forgotten pleasures. A thick layer of dust covers the floor, undisturbed for decades except for a single set of footprints leading to a table in the center of the room. On the table, an empty wine glass and a corkscrew rest beside an open bottle of what must have been a prized vintage. It is as if someone had come down here seeking solace, or perhaps escape, pouring themselves a final glass before disappearing into the night. The cellar, like the rest of the mansion, is a place frozen in time, a snapshot of a life interrupted. The bottles, untouched for decades, stand as silent witnesses to a past shrouded in mystery. Every corner of the mansion whispers of the luxurious life once lived within its walls. From the grand foyer to the smallest guest room, the remnants of wealth and refinement are evident, even beneath the layers of dust and decay. It is as if the mansion is clinging to the memory of its former glory, refusing to let go of the past. In the master suite, a walk-in closet reveals racks of designer clothing untouched for decades. Silk dresses hang limply from their hangers, their vibrant colors faded with time. Leather shoes, polished to a high shine, rest on shelves alongside handbags crafted from exotic skins. It is a fashion time capsule, a glimpse into the wardrobe of a bygone era. A dressing table, its surface covered in a fine layer of dust, holds an array of crystal perfume bottles and silver-backed hairbrushes. An open jewelry box reveals a pearl necklace, its luster undimmed by time, alongside a collection of diamond rings and ruby earrings. These personal treasures, left behind in the rush of departure, speak volumes about the life that once unfolded within these walls. The mansion, despite its current state of decay, still exudes an aura of wealth and privilege. It is a reminder that even the most opulent of lifestyles can vanish in an instant, leaving behind only echoes of a forgotten past. Navigating deeper into the mansion's silent heart, we discover a room tucked away at the end of a long, dimly lit hallway. Unlike the other rooms we've encountered, this one is sealed off, its heavy oak door locked from the inside. The lock, though rusted with age, has held firm, keeping its secrets hidden for decades. The door itself is imposing, its dark wood etched with the passage of time. A sense of foreboding hangs heavy in the air, as if the room beyond holds the key to unlocking the mansion's mysteries. After careful work, the lock finally yields, the heavy door creaking open with a groan that echoes through the silent house. The room is a study, its walls lined with bookshelves filled with leather-bound volumes. A thick layer of dust covers every surface, the air heavy with the smell of aged paper and leather. In the center of the room sits a massive mahogany desk, its surface strewn with papers, as if someone had been interrupted in the middle of their work. A single window, partially obscured by overgrown ivy, casts a dim light on the scene, illuminating the dust motes dancing in the still air. The silence in the study is almost deafening, broken only by the sound of our own breathing and the rustle of papers as we begin to examine the clues scattered across the desk. The papers on the desk are a jumble of business ledgers, legal documents, and personal correspondence, all bearing the weight of time and neglect. Many of the documents are water damaged, their ink blurred and faded, making them difficult to decipher. Yet as we carefully sift through them, a name emerges again and again: Charles V. Darnell. Charles V. Darnell, according to the documents, was a man of considerable wealth and influence. A financier, entrepreneur, and philanthropist, his name appears in connection with numerous businesses and charitable organizations. He was, it seems, a pillar of the community, a man who had it all. But there are hints of a darker side to Darnell's story as well. Some of the documents mention legal troubles, accusations of shady business dealings, and whispers of a hidden past. A series of flight tickets, their destinations circled in red ink, suggest a man on the run, desperately trying to stay one step ahead of his enemies. The deeper we delve into the mystery of Charles Darnell, the more elusive he becomes. He is a ghost in this forgotten mansion, his presence felt in every dusty document, every faded photograph, yet his true nature remains shrouded in mystery. Among the business papers and legal documents, we discover something far more personal, a family photo. The photo, though faded and water-damaged, depicts a man, a woman, and two young children, their faces turned towards the camera, in smiles that now seem both haunting and heartbreaking. The man in the photo is undoubtedly Charles Darnell, his features unmistakable even beneath the grime and the passage of time. He is dressed impeccably in a tailored suit, his gaze confident and assured. But it is the faces of the other figures in the photo that send a chill down our spines. The faces of the woman and children have been deliberately scratched out, their features obliterated with a violence that speaks volumes. Only Charles Darnell's face remains untouched, his smile now seeming sinister and knowing, as if he is somehow complicit in this act of erasure. This photo, more than any other clue we've uncovered, raises a host of unsettling questions. Who were these people to Charles Darnell? Why were their faces so violently removed from the photo? And what role, if any, did Darnell himself play in their disappearance? The mansion, it seems, is not just guarding the secrets of a forgotten fortune, but also the dark truth behind a family's disappearance. The line between wealth and ruin, between love and loss, has become blurred within these walls, leaving us to wonder if some secrets are best left buried in the past. At the top of the grand staircase, past the cobweb-laden chandelier and faded portraits, lies the master bedroom. Pushing open the heavy, ornately carved doors, a wave of stillness seems to wash over us. Unlike the rest of the mansion, with its scattered remnants and hints of chaos, the master bedroom feels oddly undisturbed, like a forgotten sanctuary. Sunlight filters through the gaps in the boarded-up windows, casting long shadows across the plush carpet. Dust motes dance in the golden rays, illuminating the room's centerpiece, a massive four-poster bed draped in what were once luxurious silk sheets. Although covered in a fine layer of dust, the bedclothes appear strangely undisturbed, almost perfectly made. It's as if the occupant merely stepped away for a moment, intending to return. A vanity table sits against one wall, its silver-backed hairbrushes and crystal perfume bottles arranged neatly atop its surface. An open jewelry box reveals a string of pearls, their luster undimmed by time, alongside a collection of rings and earrings. It's a poignant glimpse into the life of the woman who once called this room her own, a life of elegance and refinement now frozen in time. The air in the master bedroom is thick with a strange mixture of peace and unease. It feels strangely intimate, as if we're intruding on someone's most private space. And yet there's an undeniable sense of sadness here too, a lingering feeling that something is not quite right. The silence in the master bedroom is broken only by the soft creaking of the old house settling around us. Yet beneath the silence there are other whispers, other stories waiting to be told. The air itself seems to hold memories, fragments of a life once lived within these walls. A faint floral scent lingers near the vanity table, the ghostly aroma of a long-forgotten perfume. It's a delicate feminine scent, tinged with a hint of something muskier, more complex. We imagine the woman of the house, elegantly dressed and adorned with jewels, dabbing the perfume on her wrists, preparing for an evening out, or perhaps a quiet night at home. In the walk-in closet, the scent of leather and cedarwood clings to the racks of clothing, a testament to a life of luxury and indulgence. Tailored suits and elegant dresses hang untouched, their fabrics faded but still retaining the ghost of their former grandeur. We run our fingers over the smooth silk of a gown, imagining it swirling around the dance floor, catching the light of 1,000 candles. These lingering scents, these ghostly remnants of a life lived, are both enchanting and melancholic. They offer a tantalizing glimpse into the lives of the people who once called this mansion home, but they also serve as a stark reminder of the passage of time and the fleeting nature of even the most cherished memories. On the nightstand beside the bed, a silver-framed clock sits silent, its hands frozen in time. The clock face is cracked, its glass clouded with age, but if you look closely, you can just make out the time, 11:17. It's an oddly specific detail in a house full of unknowns, a frozen moment in time that seems to hold a significance we can't quite grasp. Beside the clock, a half-read book lies open, its pages yellowed and brittle with age. The book is a romance novel, its cover depicting a man and woman locked in a passionate embrace. Did the woman of the house fall asleep reading, the book slipping from her grasp as she drifted off? Or was she interrupted, the book abandoned in haste as something more urgent demanded her attention? The frozen clock, the abandoned book, the undisturbed bed, these details paint a picture of a life abruptly interrupted, a story left unfinished. What happened that night in the master bedroom? Did the occupants flee in fear? Were they forced to leave against their will? Or did something more sinister unfold within these walls? The clock, forever frozen at 11:17, stands as a silent sentinel, a constant reminder of the mystery at the heart of the vanishing mansion. It is a mystery that deepens with every clue we uncover, a puzzle that seems to grow more complex with each passing moment. The vanishing mansion, once a symbol of wealth and prosperity, stands now as a testament to the fleeting nature of time and the enduring power of mystery. We walked through its silent halls, piecing together fragments of a life left unfinished. Each room offered glimpses into a bygone era, whispers of laughter, love, and perhaps even fear. The lavish furnishings, the untouched belongings, the frozen clock, all pointed to a sudden and unexplained departure. Who was Charles Vif Darnell, the enigmatic figure at the heart of this mystery? What became of his family, their faces erased from the photograph as if they never existed? And why did they leave this opulent life behind, seemingly in the middle of the night? The mansion offered no easy answers, only more questions. The documents hinted at a man of ambition and perhaps desperation. The defaced photographs suggested a darker side to the family portrait, a secret someone wanted to keep hidden. The untouched master bedroom, frozen in time, painted a picture of a life abruptly interrupted. Was it fear that drove them out, or something even more sinister? The mansion, shrouded in silence and reclaimed by nature, held its secrets close. It stood as a silent sentinel, a reminder that some stories may never have a neat ending, some questions may linger long after the answers have turned to dust. As we stand before the mansion one last time, the setting sun casting long shadows across its decaying facade, we're left with a profound sense of unease. The vanishing mansion, with its crumbling walls and silent halls, had whispered its story, but it refused to reveal all its secrets. We're left to grapple with the unanswered questions, the lingering mysteries that cling to this place like cobwebs. Did we uncover the truth behind the vanishing mansion, or did we merely scratch the surface of a much deeper enigma? The open door of the mansion seems to beckon us back, an invitation to delve deeper into its mysteries. But some doors are perhaps best left closed. The vanishing mansion will forever hold a strange power over us, a reminder that some stories are destined to remain untold, their endings lost to the passage of time. As we turn away and walk back into the encroaching forest, the mansion fades from view, swallowed once more by the shadows and the silence. We carry its secrets with us, a haunting reminder of the enduring power of mystery and the fragility of human existence. The vanishing mansion may remain an enigma, but its story will continue to resonate, a chilling whisper in the stillness of the forgotten.